How's it going, everyone? Welcome back. Hopefully everyone's day's been going well. So the Bengals, they have addressed quite a bit here in the free agency offseason. Offensive line, we've seen them go after. Defensive line, got some CB action. All areas that were rather big areas that needed to be addressed, which leaves them with what you love to see, some draft flexibility here. Or at the very least, they're not really pressured into reaching for a particular guy in a particular area because they need that position desperately. They can play a little bit smarter, a little bit better, best player off the board sort of game here, which has brought the idea of Kyle Pitts up to Bengal Nation here lately. Kyle Pitts, who, make no mistake about it, is an all-around talent. The best tight end to come out of college in years. Over 700 receiving yards in 8 games last season. He absolutely tore up the national champs in Alabama. He's a man that can create absolute nightmares for defenses when you consider the Bengals will already have Tyler Boyd, T. Higgins out there to deal with. Not to mention the red zone presence he's going to bring for this team is going to be very, very vital and key. And it's not hard to see what a matchup nightmare the elite tight end and the elite wide receiver combo has become in this league. Just take a look at Travis Kelce and Tyreek Hill. If the Bengals can check off all their other boxes, all their other needs, this guy's a slam dunk pick. I do believe that. But that's where the question marks get raised, though. I think it's still tough. Let's not forget, Burrow was carving teams up last season with what he already had. And what he had was zero time to throw the football, and what he had was a cart take him off the field to end the season. We can't forget about that. You do not roll the dice in the name of your franchise quarterback's health. So I think we see one option here probably, and probably one option only, and that's a Bengals draft where they trade back in the first round. If you want to see Kyle Pitts come to the Bengals, I think maybe you consider, what if Sewell goes before 5? Okay, no reason to reach for the next lineman. What if the Bengals trade back a few spots there? Maybe they don't want Chase, or in some crazy scenario, both of those guys are off the board. So you trade back a few spots, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 spots, whatever it is, and you try to get a first round pick in return, obviously, whoever's team you're trading with, and you try to add a second round pick as well. You then take a look at that second round pick, and you look in the second round and say, okay, we got 2 second round picks. We're attacking offensive line, and we're attacking offensive line, no question about it. I know it's 2 straight offensive linemen, but guess what? You just passed up on what you felt like was going to be a sure thing in that first round. You have to try and hope you can hit it on at least one of the 2 guys in a second, and if both of them hit, even better yet. You're looking at guys like Eichenberg, Elijah Vera Tucker that could be out there in that second round, and hey, maybe the latter second round pick, you go after a guy like Wyatt Davis. Do you take that chance with the injury? There's a lot of promise in that one if you want to, and you could slide because of it. We know the Bengals have been, though, lately when it comes to drafting injured players. Maybe you avoid that completely. I think that's what it takes, though. The Bengals drafting twice in the second round to fill as many needs as possible. The big question you have to ask, though, is this. Can you justify passing up on a generational left tackle, if that's what the Bengals believe he is, that will give you, say, 14 really good years in this league, knowing your offensive line struggling, knowing the guy you just signed to help fill the offensive line is a solid, don't get me wrong, but he's past his prime, mid-30s, and can you feel confident enough in the abilities of the linemen you're looking at in the second round to get the job done? We don't expect elite, but we expect big improvements from one year to the next if you're going with those second round picks. Are you willing to take all those chances to draft a guy that will, again, without a doubt, be a substantial addition to this pass attack? One, I think you add him to this pass attack, and the Bengals become a top 5 pass attack offense, maybe top 5 offense overall in the league next season, with Joe Burrow playing every single game. Are all those added risks, though, worth it when you think about your franchise quarterback being carted off the field and knowing that is the number 1 priority? Is the flashy offense worth taking a chance and hoping that flashy offense works, because Joe Burrow still going to need time to stand up and not get hit? Is it worth it? I mean, heck, we can even ask the question, do the Bengals see Sewell as the franchise guy? It's big questions. I don't think Pitts is out of the Bengals deck of cards right now. I also still think you have to say the number 1 priority is offensive line. Now, we'll see. Love you guys' thoughts. Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you next time.